Another vintage collection, unboxing, review, and display is on the way. Hey Star Wars fans, welcome back to another video from All Things Star Wars Considered. I'm your host Doug, and today we take a look at another modern Hasbro piece from the vintage collection. Yes, today we're going to look at the Endor bunker. Now this is a piece I picked up a year or so ago, and for some reason I just haven't opened it. I have the Power of the Force one that Hasbro put out in like probably the mid to late 90s, and I've had that set up with my Ewok village, and that has kind of served as my bunker this whole time. And obviously it's small, it's underscaled, and I think it's time to kind of get the modern version in place, and then I can relegate the smaller, more Kenner-esque one to my Kenner display. So I think it's time, the planets have aligned, and it is time to open this Endor bunker up and check it out and see what it's all about. So stick around, that unboxing is coming up next. Okay, so let's get into this. Now the nice thing about the vintage collection is they're really trying to pay homage to Kenner. Obviously, that's the whole purpose of the line. You try to recreate the same type of photography, the same package look as that you got back in the Kenner days. So we have the Star Wars Return of the Jedi logo in the upper left-hand corner of the box. We have the single racetrack piping around the outer edge. We have the Kenner logo down here in the bottom corner. And in this upper left-hand corner, we have this 40th anniversary logo for Return of the Jedi. And a lot of the fans are not fans. So we'll just leave it at that. Warning: choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years old. To to say that that's an understatement. Yeah, no kidding. Duh. So so we have that 4+. Yeah. So I guess if you're 4, you won't swallow the helmet and the gun that comes with this figure. If you're 3 and under, you will. So we have this Endor Rebel Commando figure that comes with this, and it's carded, and we will see it once I unbox this. Now, I have not unboxed this. Sometimes we go to do something, I've already owned the toy for a couple of years, and I've played with it or opened it, and it's kind of like just kind of going through the motions just to kind of make it look good. But no, I've never opened this. This is going to be the first time, right on camera. So we will get into that. We will see how that figure looks. Obviously, a lot of fans speculate that this is Captain Rex, and that he has infiltrated the Endor ranks, or the Imperial ranks on Endor, to kind of gain access to the bunker. He's grabbed a biker scout or a scout trooper outfit, uniform, whatever you want to call it, and he's got that on. But of course, when everything unravels, he's captured along with all the other rebels. So we have this nice image on the front, and obviously that is what a lot of the fans enjoyed back in the day. It was seeing that toy in action on the front of the box. That's what pulled you in. That's what made kids want to grab that and run to the register to buy this toy so they could recreate that image. And they've done a nice job. We've got some really nice scenery in the background with some tree branches and some greenery, some sand on the ground over here. We've got a speeder bike in the near the Kenner logo. We've got a bunch of Imperials all kind of congregating and conversing and hanging around the bunker. Over here, this shows you the contents of the box. The bunker, the figure, the helmet, the pistol, and what does the box say? It says, additional figures each sold separately, subject to availability. No kidding. All right, so now let's get to the top part of the box. So, like I was saying last week with the whole Slave 1, they've eliminated all the script off the bottom here. They just show the figures in action and kind of leave it up to you to kind of figure out what exactly is going on. So we have this little control panel here, and that is supposed to operate these doors. Now, obviously it doesn't, but they're letting you know that, okay, if Han wants to kind of hotwire this thing, he opens this panel and he could pretend to have him hot wiring this, and then of course these doors, I guess, will be on some sort of track and will open and close. We will see that once we get into it. Now, the back of the box is the same as the front, like it normally is. So let's get to this far end of the box. And there's Captain Rex, or the Endor Rebel Commando, in disguise with the Biker Scout costume. Just kind of showing him in front of the bunker. So that's basically just the Hasbro's way of kind of showing you what you get in the box. Let's go to the other end of the box, and we have another image here, and it's basically just a bunch of Imperials congregating around the entrance of the bunker. Nothing over the top here, but just a nice way to display the toy. Of course, we have on all the corners, all sides of the box, we have the Return of the Jedi logo, the Endor bunker, and the Kenner logo. So without further ado, let's crack this thing open and let's see what's inside. Obviously, a bunker and a figure. Okay, so I have already removed the tape. I don't cut the tape. I just peel it right off so I can just access this. And as you can see, right off the bat, there's an instruction manual. And I hope I can do this without making a mess. Let us get into this a little bit. This is honestly, this is the first time. Oh no, it's honestly the first time this is coming out of the box. Let's get rid of that box. Let's shed this. Oh, here we go. So right out of the gate, we have the figure. And thank God, I was a little nervous because my box seemed a little bit kind of crunched up, and I was concerned that the figure might be damaged in the whole process. He appears to be okay. I don't see any veining. I don't see any real dings. The card is unpunched. Endor Rebel Commando, Scout Trooper Disguise. Looks like a great figure, you know. Got this logo here, again, which I said earlier we're not a fan of, but looks pretty cool. So I'm not opposed to this figure. I'm kind of digging it. So let's just pop him there in the back. Get rid of these cardboard things. I don't know exactly what they are. Again, I'm opening this for the first time, so I have no idea how this is all kind of laid out here. So, as you can see, we have this, and I almost want to pause this so that I can kind of just pull it out without making you guys have to sit through this. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that because I don't really know what I'm doing here, and I just don't want to make a mess of this video. Let's see. Let's just give it one more shot before I call it. Oh, it's all in pieces. So yeah, I might have to kind of assemble this off camera. So here you can see it. End panel. Wow. This is kind of unexpected. I didn't realize this thing. It did say adult assembly required. So, oh yeah, wow. There's quite a bit to this. So we got the two sets of doors here. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be assembling this off camera. I wouldn't want to drag you guys along. So, let's see. Wait, there's even more. Holy, I was getting ready to scrap this, and I'm finding even more stuff. That looks like the floor. So, here's your roof. Let's get rid of all the packing materials. So, you have the roof. You have the floor. This is one set of doors. We have another set of doors. I'm assuming that, because once Han started again, he's like, I think I got it. And then he actually closed the set of doors on it. This looks like a side panel. This looks like another side panel. And I thought one of these actually opened up. Oh yeah, it does actually open. So, kind of tough because of the lighting. But yeah, that actually opens. So that's nice. Does it open on the other side? No, it doesn't. So we have one there. And let's see. We have another side panel. We have another side panel here. A lot of moss kind of sculpted onto the bottom part of the bunker. Okay, so yeah, I'm not going to bore you guys with all this. We're going to get rid of all this packing material. We're going to put this together, and when we return, I'll have this all put together. So stick around for that. Okay, here's take 31. You can't imagine how many problems I have had shooting this. I've never struggled so much recording a video. When this is all said and done, this one will probably be my best performing video because so far it's the worst. So everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. I had a lighting station that kind of shines down upon all the products so that I can properly light them. While I was showing the doors opening and closing, it crashed down on top of me. The video went dark. I threw out a couple of slight expletives, a couple of egads in there, and who knows? Be on the lookout. I might include that at the end as a blooper at the very end of the video. But yeah, what had happened is I had put the roof on, and then I had spun it back around to show you guys what it looked like when it was completed. I'm doing air quotes behind the camera. When it was completed, well, it actually wasn't. The roof wasn't completely secured, and the doors didn't actually pop into the top track. So what was happening is I was opening the doors, because they weren't in the top track, they were just falling out. So I actually fixed that, and I do have them in operation right now. And you can see we've got both sets of doors, but you can kind of remove them both and then close them both. And then I think I got it. And then the second set of doors closes while Solo is trying to do that. Now I have the panel here. It's right there. You can kind of see it. It opens and closes. It's tough. I've tried. I've done my best. I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. This opens and closes so you can simulate Solo in there working. I need that get on there. So you could have Solo in there or a Biker Scout in there kind of trying to operate these doors. And yes, they will open and close. So that's a pretty neat looking feature. Now, I want to show you quickly, and we're going to just kind of flip this on its back. I want to show you the size differential between the Power of the Force one from 1996, 97, whenever it came out, to this one. I mean, look at it's night and day. One of my takes, I actually had the two of them kind of on top of each other side by side, and it was not really showing you the differential between the two of them. And then I actually took it apart so you could kind of see it. So here's the two roofs. Night and day, and you got all this cool moss effect on all this, and you got the moss effect down at the bottom. So just a nice little feature. I mean, the Power of the Force, they didn't screw it up. They just didn't make it to scale, and it's very flimsy. So when we return, you will see this bunker in a nice little display with a bunch of maybe Ewoks and Imperials and maybe our heroes and the droids. So stick around. When we come back, we'll show this in a cool little display. Okay, and here's your finished display. Now this Ewok over here is finishing off this Stormtrooper. Don't really know why, but got to make sure he's dead. As we start moving this way, we can see that Paplu is looking on as Princess Leia blasts these two Biker Scouts. Han says, I love you. She says, I know. And then open fires on these two hapless victims. Meanwhile, 3PO is tending to R2 as his circuits are fried after attempting to open the bunker doors. We go to the roof of the bunker. We have an Ewok up there. He's celebrating victory. It hasn't quite been secured yet, but we're close. And then as we start to move away, we have Wicket looking on, and we have this Ewok getting ready to steal this speeder bike. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Well, I hope you enjoyed the unboxing and the review and display of the Hasbro Endor bunker. I was going to say Kenner. No, not Kenner. The Hasbro Endor bunker and in the vintage collection. So I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of fun. These toys are getting to the point where I just want to open them and set them up in displays, and that's the most fun. It harkens back to my childhood. That's what we did as we got a little older. Initially, we played with all the stuff, but then when we got a little bit too old to be playing with the stuff, we would just pull all the figures out and just set them up in these massive, I don't want to say dioramas because there wasn't a lot of pieces that could kind of constitute that as a diorama, but we would just take the toys, set them all up, and just make a bunch of scenes, and we call them setups. So I guess the reason I'm enjoying doing these videos so much is because it harkens back to those days when I was doing all these setups. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are going to move on and start to wrap things up. But before we do so, I'd like to thank everybody for their continued support of my humble little YouTube channel. I picked up a bunch of new subscribers, and for that, I'm appreciative. Also, though, if you haven't done so, please hit the subscribe button so I can continue to bring you that valuable Star Wars content that we've all come to know and love. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. That helps the channel as well. If you have a question or a comment, just want to weigh in on this Endor bunker, then drop me a comment and I will happily get back to you. I always do. It's my favorite part of the channel. So have a great day. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video. And as always, may the Force be with you. I can find him. Oh, no! Wow, that sucked. Oh, no! Oh, no! There's an old man living cold and poor. Feels like there's nothing to give. There's a young boy crossing by his path.